We've been extensively covering the growing civil war within the Republican Party. The battle lines are not super clear, but to some degree, at least at the very top level, the battle lines are pro-Trump and anti-Trump Republicans. And one really interesting figure in that is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. And he's interesting because it's not exactly clear which side he's on. And what I mean by that is early in the pandemic, when the failed former president Donald Trump was still the actively failing president Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis and Trump were very buddy-buddy. Early in the pandemic, DeSantis refused to close and or very quickly opened major events, sporting events, all sorts of different things. Trump pointed to DeSantis as a guy doing the right thing, and they were very buddy-buddy. Over time, it started to become clear that there was at least some appetite from within the Republican Party for an alternative to Trump. And while the alternative that they seem to be seeking is not, Mitt Romney, it's Ron DeSantis to some degree. Ron DeSantis has increasingly been thought of as an alternative to Trump. Now, it's weird because DeSantis is almost like Trump to the nth degree. DeSantis has a lot of the same terrible ideas of Trump, the same political instincts of Trump, but he's more competent and he's less cartoonish, and he's probably more dangerous if he gets the opportunity to be president of the United States. But so kind of by default, there started to be this, well, will it be Trump 2024 or will it be DeSantis 2024? And this has really triggered Donald Trump to the point where we now have multiple reports we've told you about where Trump is reportedly furious that, for example, when DeSantis is asked, hey, will you run in 2024? DeSantis doesn't go, oh, absolutely not. It's Trump's for the taking. DeSantis hasn't said that. And there are numerous reports that Trump and people around him are upset about that. This brings us to this past weekend at Mar-a-Lago. And at Mar-a-Lago, Roger Stone, who was a guest on this program and was ultimately convicted and then pardoned, and he's a friend of Trump. Okay, whatever. Roger Stone was filmed at Mar-a-Lago, and he goes up to Trump and he says, Ron DeSantis is a piece of S. And that video was initially kind of cut so you don't really see what Trump's reaction is. Now the fuller video has been released. I'm going to play it for you. Now, of course, if you're listening, you're not going to know what Trump does. But the big deal that's being made is Trump nods when Roger Stone tells him Ron DeSantis is a piece of S. Let's take a look at the video. Let's take a listen to the video.
Have a good time tonight. Have a good time. Have a good time. Nice to meet you. Yes. Roger! My man, I didn't even see. How could I not see my Roger? God bless you.
Okay. So listen, this is not like the big smoking gun that Trump has declared, open season on Ron DeSantis or anything like it. There's also, we can't ignore that there's really strange kind of like Godfather vibes at the start of the first Godfather movie. Incredible movie. By the way, when I mention The Godfather, people email saying I'm glorifying violence because it's a violent film. No, it's just a great film. The scene at the wedding where everybody is kind of making their pilgrimages and saying, hello, thank you, Godfather. I have a favor. I need this. I need that. Oh, you're so great. There's a similar vibe to it that's developed at Mar-a-Lago with people coming and making their pilgrimages to Trump. But putting that aside, there is no question that Donald Trump is now hostile to Ron DeSantis. And it's increasingly clear that voters are aware that there is an alternative to Donald Trump. So we've looked at these numbers before, and they continue to improve slightly in Ron DeSantis' favor. If you go to predictit.org, where you can bet on you can bet on almost anything. They'll take your action. But one of the things is you can bet on who will be the 2024 Republican nominee. Last time we looked at this, it was 39-29. 39% believed it would be Trump, and 29% believed it would be DeSantis. That was the closest it had been since the start of the discussion of 2024. It is now tightened up a little bit more, where now it is 38-30. This is based on money betting. These aren't polls. But if you look at how people are betting, 38% now believe Trump will be the nominee, and 30% believe it will be Ron DeSantis. there is no way Trump's not aware of these numbers. And DeSantis is quickly gaining ground on Donald Trump. This is the tightest that it's been. Now, if you look at actual polling, the most recent polling I found is from a couple months ago, actually almost 3 months ago. And there you had Trump at 57%. This was a Harvard Caps Harris poll. It had 3 months ago, Trump was at 57% among Republicans, and DeSantis and Pence each had 12. Now, that's 3 months ago. The numbers may well have tightened since then, but there is, let me put it a different way. It is not a foregone conclusion that if there is a contested 24 primary and Trump runs and DeSantis runs, that Trump runs away with it. DeSantis has growing support, and increasingly people believe he has a real shot. And that's the first step in having a shot. People believing you have a shot. It becomes a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. So expect that it will get delightfully ugly if both Trump and DeSantis keep pointing towards, I may indeed run. Let me know your thoughts. We'll have the clip of Roger Stone and Trump at Mar-a-Lago on our Instagram, which you can find at David Pakman Show. I'm really excited that one of our sponsors today is Helix Sleep. I sleep on a Helix mattress at home. I absolutely love it. And that's why I reached out to them about sponsoring the David Pakman Show. Buying a mattress in the past was always a huge guessing game for me. I didn't know what I actually needed. I didn't know what I would like. But Helix has a sleep quiz on their website. You tell them your body type, your sleeping position, your back pain issues you might have, and their tool matched me with a mattress that is perfect for me. It's cool enough at night. It's the right firmness. I generally just do way better sleeping these days because of the mattress. Helix was awarded #1 best overall mattress for the last 2 years by both GQ and Wired magazine. It is well-deserved, I can tell you firsthand. Every Helix mattress comes with a 10-year warranty. You can try the mattress risk-free for 100 nights, and they will even come pick it up at your house if you don't love it. But I know you will. All of my viewers will get up to $200 off your order, and you'll get 2 super premium pillows for free when you go to the link right underneath this video.